behind M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. We'll start out here with an option to the left. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go. You can see why.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. He'll only be able to get the 47-yard line.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Second down, Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That is Jonathan Allen, the big defensive tackle, in there for the sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And he steps into this one, gets off a big kick, angled for the sideline. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Daniels starts with a pass. That's to the 3rd-round pick, Luke McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down. Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's complete. It's Jamison Crowder. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Well, there's fast starts, Mike, and then there's this. It just seems like it's completion after completion, and now they find themselves in plus territory. Every team has their fringe red zone down to their red zone plan, and once you cross midfield, you got to be thinking 6, at the worst 3, but you're coming away with points.
That one complete to Brian Robinson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He'll be brought down inside the 25. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in on tackle. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive. And as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
And he'll get about 5. Another run here for Robinson. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
A run on 1st and goal. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And now set up 2nd and goal. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Try it again here from the 7-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And this is taken in by the defense. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now Jackson, this a designed run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And he's taken down up past the 35.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here's third down and a few inches. They'll try and run for this with Henry. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up fourth down. Here's Jordan Stout now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Oh, he coughs up the football. And the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Two minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Already. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Pistol formation with Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly. But can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is 3rd and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. 3rd and goal for Jackson. And he's in. Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Tucker's extra point up and good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. He fields it at the 8. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle. And this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Just the lone touchdown in that first half of action. 7-0 is our score. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, for the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. This taken around the 11th. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run it here with Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped. No gain.
Ben Sinnott was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Open man, left side, he's got it. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Hey, sit on! Sit on! Sit on!
On the handoff, running left is Henry. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Third and long. To throw is Jackson. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points. This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Clearly trying to catch the defense by surprise, Mike. If the draw works, it's a touchdown. But being down here in the red zone, this is a tough spot on the field to get away with running that draw play.
You don't need much. It is third and inches. Jackson. Aguilar able to make the catch. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal. They get the conversion on third and inches. That's a gain of 14 and a first down. They'll go big. 3 tight ends in the formation for first and goal. Here's a run. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on first and goal. Now here's second and goal. Again, it'll be Henry. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. That his second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On the option, here's Robinson. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. That's Justin Matabike making the play. Here's Daniels. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
A tight end in motion now. A give, and here comes Robinson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Daniels now on 1st down. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Commander 7.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. Right side, catch made by McLaurin. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run here. He is in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Commanders. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow.
His kick is good. That ties the game at 14.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. Bateman is the motion man. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
In the pistol, Jackson ready. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them. You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
Quick.
2nd and 7.
Shot.
Now it's Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
1st and goal, and it's Henry. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards. 2nd down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Jackson now. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. A pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds
a throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Extra point try now for Tucker. He's got it. And the Ravens have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This fielded at about the 9. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes, and I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and Sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll drop to throw. That's taken in. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17.
A little surprising here, Mike. They continue to throw the ball with this type of lead here in the fourth quarter, but with the day they've had and the upper hand they've had against this pass defense, I don't know if I could really blame them. I mean, with the amount of man coverage that they're seeing, right now, the quarterback's just saying, what's my best matchup? Who do I love to gain separation? And just throw them the ball. And for the most part of the game, it's continued to work.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Jackson going to keep it himself. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
On the ground, here's Mitchell. A second effort, and he is in. Touchdown, Ravens. Point after now from Tucker. The kick is good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Quickly to the outside and complete. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
You see the 1st down pickup there by Luke McCaffrey, and certainly a name a lot of NFL fans are going to recognize. Obviously the son of Ed McCaffrey, the brother of Christian. And his ability to really work in traffic, make difficult.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
That's caught by Eckler. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. So it's a win here for the Ravens. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.